New tonight, San Diego schools limiting technology in kids' classrooms. Tonight, the county's largest school district voted to take steps to cut back on how much media students consume through school-issued devices.
But not all parents believe it goes far enough. CBS 8's Richard Allen is live at San Diego Unified District headquarters with more. Richard?
Well, that's right. Tonight's unanimous vote by the school board includes some changes that will take effect on the first day of the new school year in August. Now, that includes taking computer carts out of transitional kindergarten classrooms, while some other changes will be phased in over the course of the next year.
A young person should not be controlled by technology.
The new policy limits how and when students use technology in class, but district leaders say it's not about rejecting tech, it's about how students use it.
We're all about creativity and not consumption. How are we using technology for students to create rather than just consume information?
Starting on August 10th, the first day of the new school year, students district-wide will not be able to access streaming platforms like YouTube on their school-issued devices.
Teachers will have the ability for educational purposes to get back onto those streaming platforms, but students will not have unfettered access to those platforms.
Nor will students have access to gaming on their school devices.
In other words, the purpose of school district issued devices is to support student learning, not to support students playing video games and watching YouTube videos.
And while those changes are imminent over the course of the coming year, district leaders, working with parents, teachers, and students, will come up with specific tech guidelines, as well as evaluating the use of artificial intelligence and other emerging technology.
We're going to be implementing guidelines around how much screen time based on individual age and grade levels should be used in the classroom.
It is a great first step towards future measured reform.
Parents with the nonprofit group Schools Beyond Screen San Diego applauded the move, but still had serious concerns about the long and short-term impacts of technology in the classroom.
We also see, for more than a decade of longitudinal data, that the adoption of one-to-one devices in schools correlates with worse reading, math, and overall cognitive ability in students.
We are not protecting our kids. Okay, I will move heaven and earth for my kid not to be in front of a Chromebook next year.
And as part of these new guidelines, district leaders will also decide which evening hours to shut off access to school-issued devices while students are at home. Now, Marcella, that's a move to encourage students to spend more time with their families instead of staying glued to a screen. Marcella?
Richard, you think about all of the technological advancements that we saw about a decade ago, the push to get Chromebooks into classroom. But now, because we've seen all the data on how it can be harmful to kids, it is good that they're scaling back.
Exactly, and they're not saying that technology is necessarily bad, but it needs to be used in the proper way. That's the important message here.
Good to see those limits being put in place. Thanks so much, Richard.